What is going on, everyone? Redeye here. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of an older mod, but one that's been consistently updated to work with the newer versions, is the Infection scenario for Hearts of Iron 4. This is a basic zombie survival scenario. We have a few zombies that start off in the World War II era, some in South America, or the Americas in general, and the others in the Middle East. So we're just going to hop right into it. I have actually never played this mod, or at least I haven't played it in a very long time. I think I may have played it quite a while ago, but not recently. So, as you can see, we have a number in Mexico. Maybe they could build the wall, keep the illegal zombies out. Some in Central and South America, and the Middle East. I was thinking about this. I think my best chance may be with the Soviet Union, because I do know the zombies are quite difficult. They have a number of advantages, their main one being they have a ton of manpower, and the only way to counter millions of bodies is by yourself having millions of more bodies to throw at them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We'll do Iron Man, regular, and let's hop into it. Oh, would you look at that, Iran's being invaded. Huh, maybe this is actually taking place in the future. Anyways, what I'm going to basically be focusing on here is building up my armor, because what the zombies do have is a lot of bodies, but what I'm going to have is a lot of tanks. So I think I'm just going to rush the research for the positive heroism. Now I have 1,000 hours in this game, but most of it's in single player, so 1,000 hours doesn't mean a ton, necessarily. But what I'm going to try to focus on here is the Caucasus, and specifically all of my oil, are right next to the zombie horde. So what I'm going to need to do, I think, is build a fort, a line of defenses here in the mountains, with forts and men. Because unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to be fighting the zombie horde pretty early on. I've seen conflicting things about how difficult they are. I've seen sometimes the world is conquered by the zombies by 39, other times the AI put up a great fight and they're dead by 37, but one thing's for sure, I'm going to be under massive threat. I'm going to delete all of my cavalry, because just so we get rid of our deficit faster, and I have a bunch of mountaineers, so I'm going to set them up in a defensive place. Now, I want to keep the oil. And since this is going to be primarily a tank defense, I think my best bet... Let's see here. I need the chromium too, so let's do a little something like this. That's a pretty long front, but I think it's in our best interests. Because the fact is, if we can't hold them in the mountains here, if they get out to the open area, we're fucked. There's no way in hell we can defend a open, massive border with the horde. So, this will be our plan for now. The biggest thing I think that's going to be important, right next to armor, is artillery. We're going to need quite a bit of that. I'm debating on whether or not we need motorized. We don't need fighters. In fact, we just need close air support. That's all I really care about. Alright, well, we'll use bombers for now, I guess. But yeah, besides that, we're going to need close air support, armor, and artillery. I don't think motorized is going to be important, but I'm going to keep reducing it simply so for the light tank divisions. I don't care much for any of this. Navy, not important whatsoever. I don't want to waste resources on building one, so I'm going to simply just have convoys for trade and such. And possibly, I don't know, maybe a sneaky naval invasion if we need it. And we're off to the races. A number of countries have already joined the Allies. I think that's going to be happening throughout the entire video. Whenever a country is threatened by the Horde, they're going to join the Allies Except maybe when they get to Germany, they'll start joining the Axis. When Germany does get to war with them. As we can see, they're already pushing rapidly through declared war. Oh, wow. They're already pushing rapidly through Iran and Turkey. My defenses, I did change up a little bit. Get these notifications, Jesus. So that the airport was included in my line of defense. And this went up instead of down, so it was in the hills a little bit more. Because obviously we will need the planes when we do this. For some reason, these guys aren't included, but I'll put them in the mountains here. Regardless, they're the most important, the mountaineers. I have swapped a number of guys into... shit, there we go. I've swapped a number of generals around. I've done whatever I can to get my defense up. I actually should, with my research, I'm doing the typical stuff that you do at the start of the game, which I shouldn't be doing. I'm going to do superior firepower. I think that's best, because to beat the zombies you need lots of soft attack. So I think that'll help us out quite a bit. We're already pushing into Egypt. Spain's getting invaded, as is Brazil and Mexico. Things are not going well initially, which they never do. Ethiopia is still getting invaded by Italy, despite the zombie apocalypse. Some things never change. We, on the other hand, are almost done with our defenses. Most of our guys have moved south. I actually should move infrastructure up on this. I want us to all have... well, the first country to fall, Honduras. I want us to have level 5 infrastructure in the Caucasus. This is very important. I also should bring our planes down here. Oh, and the Soviet Union. Alright, so we are now at war with the zombie apocalypse. Great. Oh boy, that's quite a few things here. You know what, we're just going to accept all of them, simply because I will not reject help from the Allies. So let's take a look here, if we can for a second. Here is the manpower we're facing down right now. And I'm pretty sure that goes up as well with the more nations they invade. We are taking slight attrition in the mountains. I'm thinking maybe since we aren't using these guys right now, I'll pull my armor back a little ways. There'll be emergency response forces, just in case things go terribly, terribly wrong. Which they're bound to. Nope. Oh, the mighty nation of Mongolia has offered their support. I'm good, actually. I don't want cavalry divisions right now. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. So, as you may notice, that's not what I expected. That is not what I expected. They are absolutely shredding our guys here. Let's actually move even more men to the front. This changes things. I didn't know they were gonna fucking... Man. That is not good. That is a lot of losing. That is a whole lot of losing. I see our only option is making a threshold up here. If they get into open Russia, we are dead. We are absolutely screwed. So, I think the best course of action right now is to, along the most defensible positions, build a line of forts here. And hopefully, this will help us not die. Okay, so things, yeah, not looking amazing. We're losing quite a bit of land. Shit. We need to go straight to war economy. Now, I don't really know what to do in this situation when it comes to the Great Purge. Should we do the Great Purge right now and go straight to Lessons of War and get rid of it? Can we afford to not have to be at such a disadvantage for almost a half a year, basically? Be at a massive disadvantage. I don't know. I really don't. Because we have to choose now, because we go down this. That gives us a ton of bonuses that are good in the long game, but we're playing this for survival right now. Oh, man. You know what? I want to do what I normally do. I want to go down this. If it's a mistake, eat me. Another issue. Now, call me stupid. Didn't notice that. Oh, God. Alright, so now, what I've decided to do, I have to bring these guys down from up here. Oh, come on, please. Make a defensive line here quickly. I'm already built defenses across here. They are in the process of being built. Unfortunately, I haven't built defenses here yet. So I have no idea if they're going to be able to stop them. What I've done here, I've fallen them all back to the mountains to allow them to regain some of their organization and such. So hopefully things don't completely collapse right away. Because I don't like it when things collapse. I moved my armor down here since this is the area closest to the zombies. Just in case they needed some help. Oh, they've already gone to Italy. Ethiopia joined the Horde? You asses! You joined the zombies! What is this bullshit? Okay, cool. I'm sure that won't backfire for you. And okay. Yeah, North America's gone. All of America. The Americas are... They should have built the wall, man. Could have stopped the illegal zombies. As for Russia, we're holding them, technically. And I'm not... We might be able to hold them here in the mountains. I'm not sure. Stability has seen better days. We might be able to get that back up. We have to do a few things. I've tried to get our war support up. This is just looking like a very difficult situation. I know Afghanistan usually holds out in every game I've ever played pretty well because they're nothing but mountains. India, nice knowing you. Like Zoic Scoop, this ain't looking so good. I'm doing propaganda against the zombies. Yes. Get those posters. The evil zombie hordes are coming. Grab your weapons. Grab your forks, your knives, anything you have. We need to fight them off. Okay, so this is proving... Alright, we can hold off the zombies. In the mountains, we're doing okay. Here, we're also holding. And the forts, I need to start building. Building factories by accident. There we go. We'll get the forts built there. My hope, my eventual hope, is that slowly but surely they might take some land here, but eventually, when we get back to these fallback lines of forts, we'll be able to hold out. That's the hope. I'm not so sure it's going to work, but that's the hope. I am going to let the zombies spread out this way. For two reasons. One, this is impossible to defend. And two, it'll bring the war to other countries. And they'll also be fighting the hordes with me, because I don't think they're at war with them until they've reached their borders. So if they spread to Asia, that'll actually help me, I think. I'm planning on defending just at the Ural Mountains, right here, and all the way down. Hopefully that'll be enough to stop them. We have stopped them here. So we proved it is possible to stop the hordes, at least for now. Now, what actually might help me, if the zombies reach my other borders, that's going to be an absolutely catastrophic issue, but Instable appears to be holding. It's one of the best defensive spots in the entire game, so my hope is that Instable doesn't fall. Though it's very possible they will. In fact, it more than likely eventually will happen, but maybe not. Oh, we have someone... Shanghai is willing to join our faction. That's what I was hoping, now that they've reached the border. So we have them as a part of our faction. Hopefully Mongolia and Tanatuva also go in there to help them, because those mountains are quite defensible. The zombies are now getting dangerously close to our border here, so I think I'm going to have to swap that up and get some more defenses around that area. As for Africa, not going well. Not going well at all, especially since Ethiopia and their 12 or so divisions are really screwing things up. The Americas obviously aren't looking very good, though. Fighting in Brazil for zombies is just as bad as fighting in Brazil for us, so Nothing too bad there. The French have been actually surprisingly holding pretty well here, as has Istanbul. They have not broken into Europe yet. But if France does fall, Italy will probably fall soon after, and it'll basically be up to Germany and Romania as well as Yugoslavia to hold the lines there. There are quite a few mountains around here, so the Balkans may be able to hold them off. And remember, they all are in an alliance together, for the most part. Okay, so we do have a problem. I'm trying to get divisions down here quickly. But this might break. We have 11, well, I mean 11. We have, 3 forts here. Oh, and it was breaking out. It looks like the reinforcements stopped them. Alright, good. Because if they broke through that, we don't have any force behind it. And that'd be a little bit of an issue. By the way, I've been mine laying here. And we've laid over 1,000 mines. And I'm keeping my navy here just in case if they break through here, we can bond them from here with the navy, I think. France is about to fall. There's no way it doesn't at this point. Their main defensive line in the mountains here broken. Paris is in their sights, which means Germany is probably going to be joining this war pretty soon. Asia, they have invaded. They are fighting most of Asia now at this point. Not fighting Japan, of course, since Japan, I guess, is their effective ally. And they are going farther north here, so I'm going to have to dedicate some more troops over on this side. Oh, and there we have it. It's an all-out battle here. It looks like Germany and Italy are actually pushing into France before the zombies are able to react. But they are pushing towards Amsterdam, too. That's unfortunate for them. And it looks like France is taking Ethiopia. Or Free France is wait. Free France. Oh, right, because they capitulated. I don't know how this happened. Free France is in control of Ethiopia, apparently. We're actually, with my armor, I'm thinking maybe we can do an encirclement of the zombies here. If we can do a full-on blitzkrieg and force our way down here quick enough, we may be able to cut these units off. So we'll try that out. Sorry if my voice sounds a little rusty or whatever. I woke up a little bit ago, as well as I'm feeling a little bit sick. But that's never stopped me before, so here we go. It looks like Britain is making gains. They cut off the zombies here, and they're doing well for themselves. Has my armor moved? No, it hasn't. As soon as my armor's in position, we're gonna go for this. Oh no, oh no, Czechoslovakia, what are you doing? Czechoslovakia just declared war. Oh, you fools, and Yugoslavia joined the Horde. They're joining the Horde. What are you doing? The Balkans are joining the fucking zombies, you complete lunatics. You complete lunatics, oh my god. All the gains that the Germans made are useless. They're gonna lose everything. They're having a civil war over whether or not to be in the part of the zombies. Okay, this is not. We have to make pushes. We have to go now. Oh my god, Greece, Yugoslavia. This is, you know the worst part too? If the Horde actually just pushes Greece and they get to Istanbul, that'll spell the end of Europe. Oh man, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh man, it's game over, man. It's game over. My hope is that we can encircle enough of them that they start running low. Yeah, look at it. So as you can see, their divisions have gone up, I think. And their help from Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and Mexico has been, I'm surely, appreciated by the great zombie leader, Patient Zero. Japan's invasion's going pretty damn well for Japan, which is not very surprising since China is also fighting the zombie hordes. So my guess is Japan's going to take it over, but the British and their colonies have sent a lot of reinforcements to India, so it looks like they're making some headway here, and overall gaining a lot of ground. And same thing in Europe. Pretty much Yugoslavia is completely gone, except for some pockets of resistance in Romania, of all places. And we've taken pretty much all of the Middle East, and we're capturing most of Turkey now. So things are going pretty well. I've looked at the capitulation, though. Yep, 0%. And we're still tactically losing, and the main reason for that is the Americas. At least I think. Because the Mexican Civil War, which is still going on, fascists have basically won. So it's going to take a while for them to retake that, if they even can. But overall, it looks like we're doing pretty well. Well, it looks like the zombie horde is doing quite well for itself in North America. Most of the United States has actually been taken out, except for the northern part, and of course Washington, and all the crazy folks in Florida. I'm sure they're doing just fine. The zombies have pretty much been extinguished from all of Asia, except for the little bit that's being wiped out here in southern India. But the Allies have a new enemy to fight. As soon as they're done fighting one enemy, they have to fight another. Japan has completely conquered all of China, if these notifications would get out of my way. And looks like they're going to have to start fighting them now. Austria? No. Oh my god. Austria and Hungary? Austria and Hungary have joined the war. So basically Austria-Hungary has joined the horde just as Czechoslovakia was being defeated. Not while Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia were both around, but after they're defeated, they decide to join the zombie cause. Quite amazing. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. I may have not been paying attention to that. Huh. I guess I kind of have to deal with that, don't I? Just look at this map right now. Look at this absolutely disgusting mess. Oh my god. I actually don't think I've had a map this bad in a while. Of course, I have played a few other mods where the map's pretty terrible, but this is up there. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Look at the cancer cells dotted around my land. Absolute work of art. I've just been trying to... Oh, cancel Lundley, so what a shame. I've just been trying to capture all the major cities. And we've done it. The tumor is kind of gone. Oh my god. We still have to capture all this stupid land. Alright, so after 3 years of fighting, we have finally capitulated the European zombie horde. Now, there is still some fighting to be done. North America is completely conquered, unfortunately, but they really aren't in a position to ever conquer us. And if I wanted to, yes, I could spend the next 7 hours building up a fleet and invading, but I don't think I'm going to do that. The game at this point is chugging along because of the zombie horde. But don't worry, it's not over. The United States is perfectly fine living at the tip of Alaska, so technically the US is still in a viable position to retake North America, so I think honestly we're in a okay position. Besides Alaska, over here you can obviously see there are some remnants of what happened. Russia only has 2 divisions. It's mostly some zombies from this side of the world that are trying to hold this out, as well as Japan. Japan, as you might have noticed, pretty large. They'll eventually be pushed back, of course. They don't have enough resources to keep going like this, but they are doing quite well for themselves right now. Same thing goes for Russia, though they don't really exist anymore. Technically the war's still going on, but at this point it's just fighting in Siberia, which will literally take hours at the pace that this game is running right now. So I think I'm going to end it off here. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you guys next time.